Well, I'm actually at my sister's house painting some units that were designed by our father long ago, and Virginia wants them to be repainted in a different colour. So I've come over today, I've washed them already with sugar soap, and now I'm going to give them a good sand. They're a bit dented in places and there's bits of paint that have chipped off, so I'm going to make sure I give them a really good sand, then wipe them over again.
Is
And
the
then,
other one?
yeah, that one's got cupboards on.
And that one.
This one's got drawers and a space.
Where's it?
So there's 3 of them in total.
They're stackables.
Yeah, they look great when they're all stacked up. But you're going to have all the same colour. And you're going with the alfresco duckling, which is the most beautiful sort of pale duck eggy blue. Can sometimes look grey, pale grey, sometimes looks pale blue. It's a really lovely colour. And I think it'll look really nice with the pine that remains exposed with the sliding doors and the drawer fronts. So today is just about doing all the preparation, and providing I can get them all prepped properly, then I can crack on and put the first coat of paint on. You need to allow at least 2 hours in between coats, that's part of the curing process. And if I can get a second coat on today, that'd be lovely, and they probably will only need the 2 coats. And just because these get quite a lot of use, I have brought with me some, I'm going to give it a couple of coats of the Frenchic Tough Coat. The alfresco paint is self-priming, it's self-levelling and it's self-finishing. So in normal circumstances, I wouldn't bother to put any top coat on it at all. But as I say, because these get quite a bashing one way and another, I'm going to give it a couple of coats of the Tough Coat afterwards, just to give it extra vim and vigour.
And you scrubbed them down with...
Sugar soap first, gave them a really good soaking down with sugar soap and got rid of all the stains and bits and pieces. And now whatever is left on there, the sandpaper will take off. So I'll give them a jolly good sand and then crack on. But it's surprising how flipping hot it gets.
You used to say you don't have to sand.
No, you always need to prep, you always need to sand. It's a light sand that you would normally do. But because these have got some quite big chips of paint out of them, like here on the side for example, I'm just making sure that I give these a jolly good sand so that it's as level as it can be when I actually start to do the painting.
They must be 40 years without being painted.
They must be at least 40 years, and they've had some good use, haven't they? I'm not going to bother to paint the backs, Ginny,
No.
when they were previously painted, because I can't see the point in that, it's just wasting paint. But I brought my trusty Billy workbench over, which will actually, I've got one of these at home, but this was the one I brought over to use today, and I cannot rate them enough. They're on wheelies, and
You sell them, do you?
I sell them, yes. They're £135. They're beautifully made, and they're so useful when you're painting because you can swivel your table around to get to everything and to turn everything into the light. So probably when I finish this job, I will take it home and put it in front of my nice green hedge so everybody can see it easily, and put it on the internet in case somebody's
That's the
wanting to buy
bench
one.
you're talking about now.
That's the bench, yes, absolutely. So I'm just going to crack on and do all these bits and pieces.
Aren't I lucky to have a professional painter in the house?
It's the least I can do, considering that you do all of my social media stuff for me and the videos and all the rest of it, which I could not and would not do on my own. So it's fair dinkum, really.
Well, good, crack on then, don't stop.
I'll
be videoing.
Okie dokie, well that's nice to know. I should have stuck the glints on my teeth if I'd realised that, but never mind, anyway. Go. A tin of duckling. Give it a good old stir.
She even brings her own stirring stick.
Oh yes. So I've fully prepped them. I've cleaned them with sugar soap. I've given them a sanding with an inch for life because these are pine cabinets. They were painted a long time ago and they've been quite sort of dented and been very well used. So I've given them a really good sanding to try and get them as smooth as I possibly can. And I've wiped them over again just to wipe off any excess dust. And now we're ready to start painting, which is always the exciting bit, of course. So let's just Wipe the excess off that. Right, I've got a little bit on the side so you can see what it looks like. And then I'll get you to sign off because I can paint away while I'm... Is that going to be too close to you there? Oops. Oh, lovely colour. So I've got my nice synthetic, because I really like the synthetic brushes rather than the pure bristle. I think they make the paint slide on that bit better. And it's the Frenchic brush, which just helps to smooth out any wrinkles.
You do that on my face?
Trust me, if I thought it would work on my face, I'd have been doing it for years now. So this paint is self-priming, and it's self-leveling, and it's self-finishing, which is bloody marvellous. So I'm going to try and get one coat on one of these units before lunch. And then come
Well, I'll
back
go ahead and do
tackle
that
the
then.
others.
Hold on.
I have put a coat of tough coat, 2 coats actually, inside the cabinet over there, which had grease marks in it. So I have put 2 coats to seal it, which I think hopefully will be enough, but it's on a cupboard on the inside, so it's not going to matter. So that one over there, Ginge, you can see ring marks on it, which look as if they were probably oily marks from previous times. So I'm doing a bit of sealing with the finishing coat, tough coat. I'm waiting for that to dry, and then I'll put its first coat of this duckling over the top. I've just done the second coat on this unit, and I've had to fill a few little dinks in the wood on the one in the middle, so I'm just waiting for that to dry so I can give it light sand and then get the second coat on that. So making good progress. And I think it is only going to need 2 coats because it's covering so well. But we'll see once
Amazing.
this is dried out.
Well done.
Yes.
Good job.
Onwards and
Don't
upwards.
stop.
No, don't breathe, don't stop. Coat of the sealant on to try and stop these oil marks from coming through the paint. If that doesn't work, then nothing
It's
will.
only inside the cupboard.
It is, but we want a nice inside the cupboard as well. So
Well, Dad would.
he would try and do it beautifully. So I'm just going to try and improve it. But I feel as if I've turned into a hair care bunch over bloody.
I tell you
Overnight.
what, you're such a good painter.
Why?
Well, I just think, you know, you doing the job makes it like it's done, and it's done properly, and it all looks fantastic.
Well, we do try. We do try.
Oh, I'm doing the top of your head. Very good shot.
I can't see through all my hair, which has definitely grown overnight. It's like somebody's turned a key.
Oh, well, I'll stop filming now.
Little bits missing, some chips and previous drinks. Just filled them with some pine filler, and I'm just sanding it off gently now before I put the second coat on. And that looks as if it's worked in that cupboard. I mean, we won't know for sure until it's completely dry.
Oh, wow.
But it is looking as if those oil stains won't now come through, which is a big plus.
Good product, good painter.
Absolutely. So I'm kind of at that stage where I'll stop now, have some lunch,
Yeah.
she said, hopefully, 'cause it
Yeah.
smells so delicious. And then get the second coat on.
Well done. Good job. Don't stop. Is that one done?
That one's had a second coat, yeah. I'm check it out later and just see if it needs a third, but so far I don't think it will. So now I'm doing a second coat on this one. Lots of little dinks that I have to fill in, so that slowed me up a bit.
See what a lovely finish you give it.
Oh, I don't know about that. It's the paint that does the work, not me.
No, if I was doing it, it'd be awful.
Yeah, but you sew and I don't sew.
Yeah, I don't
And
sew.
you crochet and you knit and you type and all those things that I cannot do.
Well, it's not a competition, it's just you're good at this.
Well, I quite enjoy doing this. I kind of go into a bit of a meditative state and realise that I haven't really thought about anything very much. I've had thoughts, but they haven't attached, and it's been very peaceful and lovely. And then you stand back and think, oh yeah, that looks nice.
Well done.
So I'm just going to get this paint on, and then I'll lay it off by just running my brush in one direction just to make it all smooth. And then I'll do the insides.
Okay. Why are you doing this in the garden?
Because the sun's out and I can't bear to be indoors when the sun is shining. So any excuse to get outside. And all I'm doing now is using the Frenchic clear wax, which I'm applying with a Frenchic wax brush because I find that they're just so good. And I'm just literally putting this on just to nourish the wood, and I'm letting it soak in, and then I'll let it have a good old dry in the sun, and then I'll buff it up, and that'll just make it look all nice and clean and refreshed. So that's my cunning plan.
Your phone?
No, it's not mine.
Oh. Wow, very good. Jolly good. Keep
Crack
going.
on, Paula, crack on.
Crack on. Hello.
Hello.
You're back again.
Back again, yes.
What are you doing today?
Final stages. I'm just applying the Frenchic Tough Coat because these are stackable units and they get a lot of use. They get quite bashed around, and so I'm putting 2 coats of the Frenchic Tough Coat over the top of the duckling al fresco, which I'm happy to say covered in 2 coats, which was great. I thought it would, and it did, so that's lovely. So this stuff dries pretty quickly. So by the time I've done the other 2 units, I've just completed this one, I should be able to get the next coat on, which will be good. And then next stage will be putting them together.
Excellent. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Appreciate yourself, I do.
Well, at least I'm getting to see you. What's this day 3 job that you're doing?
This is the final coat, finishing coat, the second coat. Actually, it's not finishing coat, it's the Frenchic Tough Coat, which is the slightly more matte version. And once I've put this on and it's dried, that's it finished, apart from reassembling. And I've applied a coat of clear wax to all the drawer frontages, and then it'll just be a case of putting wax onto the sliding doors and any bits that are showing any natural wood. But this stage is just quick and easy. Oops, except when you get something stuck in your brush, which I did wash beforehand. Where's it gone now? Oh, that's gone. So yes, I shall just put this on and then we're done.
You just need a space to do this, don't you?
You do, yes, you really do.
It's quite surprising how much it would be impossible to do if you didn't have a
Space to do it.
space that's not going to be needed.
It's very often a bit like trying to eat an apple through a letterbox when you're painting, especially if you're doing it somewhere where you're not used to painting. And the other thing that's mega important is light. And that's why I do enjoy using my Billy workbench, which I will have on sale, because you can twist it round into the light, which is hugely helpful.
Right.
Especially when you're old and your eyesight's not so good as it used to be.
So, nearly at the end of this video.
Yes, nearly there, nearly there. What we need is a nice one when we've tidied up the room, Ginge, and we've got more put together, but that might be a week or 2, mightn't it?
Okay.
But
We won't hold our breath then. What are you doing this visit?
this is the last and final visit, and I'm doing the tiniest little bits of touch-ups, little bits where I've sort of maybe got a little bit of paint on the varnish bits. I want to give that a light sand, and then I'm just going to wax the drawer fronts and the sliding doors, and then that's it, finished.
Gosh,
Hurrah.
you're such a perfectionist. No one even noticed that it needed touching up.
If it's got to be done, it's got to be done properly. So,
Well, thank you. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too.
Here's the finished article. All painted, all back in its place in the kitchen in Virginia's house. and it's been well worth doing. I think Dad would be pleased that we've reinstated them, and they won't need painting now for hopefully another 40 years. So it's been a job well done, and it's been a great pleasure to do. Bye for now.